Hello and welcome back. I'm Lost and this is Hearts of Iron 4, where we are playing as Italy. We are currently in trouble in Europe, doing fine in Africa. South Africa is about to be knocked out of the war, and then we have a couple of random British divisions that we have to finish off. As soon as that's over... Oh, I can't go fast. I cannot go fast. As soon as that's over, Africa's done. However, our biggest problem right now is, in fact, Europe. Where I need to deal with the fact that English and Belgians were cutting me off. Now my goal right now... Nope, you guys go back. Oh, I see why you're leaving. My goal right now is to cut off their troops as much as possible. So that I can thin down the border. If I can collapse this area, narrow the border here, I can support a push north into Germany in the Low Countries. But first I have to get there. Good, let's see if we can cut off that division and kill it. Excellent, and that division will not be a problem anymore. Hopefully I won't lose too many of these orange divisions, which got cut off here and here. Let's get across the river quickly. Let's see if we can't cut these two divisions off. If I can get troops on the other side of the river. Sorry, I keep stopping because I'm trying to deal with this quickly and efficiently. Good. Alright, so what I was saying, I'm on the other side of the river here, which means that my troops can pour through unopposed and not have to make river crossings. The other thing I'm trying to do is capture more of their divisions. Every division that I catch that can't get back to a port is a dead division. So that's 4 dead divisions. Now if I take Nantes, I think that's Nantes, yes, then these guys, if these tanks move fast enough, will be cut off. Good, good. We've made headway here. We're pushing back. We're almost into Luxembourg again. Right. We've contained that. Let's go look at South Africa. Let's go look at Africa. British have thrown more divisions into South Africa. They're up to 12. I may, in fact, have to send more troops back to support South Africa. But we'll deal with that in a bit. First, let's deal with the North. And actually, let's look at our road situation. Alright, good enough. I'll need to deal with that Greek incursion, but that can wait. You, move. I need to cut them off. Oh, I do want to move my airfields closer. I can hold 800. And that's how many I have. Perfect. Okay, how many divisions do you have left? 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tanks. So I need 2 armored and 5 infantry. Not that I expect to get them soon, because, frankly, my factories can't keep up with demand at the moment. But that's okay. In spite of shortages, we are winning. What I need to do is stretch their front. I have 5 factories, but they're all going to be damaged, I bet. On the off chance they're not, where do we start? Guns. Let's start with guns. Alright, that'll cut off these 3 divisions and put an end to the resistance here. You guys go there. That'll cut off this guy. It's 1940. What do I need? You can shorten your line to there. Alright, I need to do some quick color changes so that I can keep track of these guys a little better. You're going to be orange. You're going to go to a new theater. You. Alright, we'll also go to this theater. It'll be yellow. You are going to be red now. you, to differentiate clearly, are going to be green. Alright, now I have three very clear armies, very clear lines. Blue is doing its job. Red is doing its job. Green, go. Good. Let's see if those 15 divisions can do the job. Let's start researching new warships. Alright, we've gotten a few more of those back. Let's get these going. Okay, where did all of their troops go? They had armies there, and those armies have just disappeared. I find that incredibly disconcerting that the Allies have just, poof, vanished. Luxembourg has capitulated again. Move our aircraft closer to the front. Brest will fall in a moment. Alright, your new line is here in Germany with orders there. We will let you get in place before we start the attack, though. Don't go crazy. Don't go too crazy. I do not want to lose too many troops. Good, South Africa has capitulated. Let's go look at the situation in Africa then. Alright. We just have these last two divisions to take out. I want you guarding that coastline. There's your 58 divisions. Alright. Germany is pushing into Russia again. That's excellent news. Now, if the Germans can succeed in Russia, that would be even better. Unit for reinforcements. Most of my need is reinforcement based. Alright. Let's give red more to the front. And we'll cancel that order. We'll give them a new order. German military cooperation won't matter. It won't matter. Yeah, we're just going to keep going with that. That construction engineering is helping to push this through. And eventually we'll get through all of this much faster, all this repair. There's a lot of work to be done. But thankfully we have contained the Allies. Northern France will soon be ours. You know what, I may not have all 23 signed. I didn't. I don't have enough oil. And I'm not getting any from Germany because Germany doesn't produce any. I have the Romanian oil fields? I do. Ooh, I can trade directly with Iraq. They don't have enough. I'm not at war with the Soviets, but I can trade through here for this oil from the Soviets for now. It's kind of a dick move. Hey, Germany, while you're fighting the Soviets, I'm gonna trade for their oil and give them a factory. You're okay with this, right? Well, they don't really have a say, do they? I am saving their ass over here. Germany. I can't believe you did this. At least I'm in Belgium now, because that is Belgium. Nope, that's Luxembourg. That is Belgium. That is still Germany. See if we can narrow the green front and get more traction. Blue, how long is your front? Not long enough. We'll stretch that out. I'm going to have to stop attacking. It's not a manpower issue at this point. It's a equipment issue. I don't have the equipment I need to continue offensive operations. People just don't have the guns. Now, if we knock this out, all of those guys will join this, and I'll stretch the responsibilities up to Turkey. 2 more British divisions destroyed will be a great thing. Japan is doing okay over there. Germany's doing okay over there. I am in no position to go to war with Russia, though. I need medium tanks. That's going to be more important, I think, in the long run. Okay. None of those divisions have the equipment they need. Production efficiency cap. I know, I said medium tanks, but I need production. Alright. And they've got 3 extra divisions. Lovely. Halting offensive operations. My troops will dig in. Okay, 2 divisions to do, since they decided to leave. This is going to be the most irritating part of this, the Allies just launching random naval invasions. My goal is to let my troops recover before I continue pushing. I have 90 divisions on a very small front, but most of those 90 are poorly equipped at best. Play as Luxembourg. Well, not tonight, but at some point, sure, I'll play as Luxembourg. Well, if they're going to abandon that territory, let's take it. Especially if it means my troops are across that river. Okay, once you're through, you guys have to keep advancing. Alright, what do I have? 4 beds. Not that I'm going to actually get to them anytime soon. Still have to repair the dang factories. Once this falls, those 15 will go up here. And then I can shrink green's line and expand blue. And then I might be able to stretch this front out a little bit better. Okay. No naval invasions anywhere else right now. Alright, green and red will cooperate for the moment. Especially if we can knock Belgium out of the war. That will probably get rid of half their divisions. Dunkirk is holding on. I didn't quite win the race to the sea there. Alright, our troops are doing okay elsewhere. No other naval invasions. Germany is holding here, gaining a little bit here, doing pretty well down here. Or up here, towards Leningrad. I'm going to have to support Germany at some point in this war. I'm just not terribly happy about that idea. If that guy can get through, and get Brussels, that could be the deciding factor as far as Belgium is concerned. Damn it. I need Brussels. Nothing else matters right now. If I can break through their line anywhere, I can probably turn this war immediately. Almost there. My troops are wearing out again. I got Brussels. Damn. I need to hold Brussels. That's all there is to it. Wait, is my Alpine division? It's still straight up Alpine. I hadn't changed it yet. And you don't have your logistics force. Which isn't going to help right now because I am woefully short of trucks. Alright, so what I'm trying to do is get a maximum amount of support into this attack. See if I can't push this back one more. What I'd ideally like to do is take these two territories and have red take this entire front, pull green to the north, and slam through here where they're weaker right now. Are we threatened anywhere else? No, not at the moment. Germany is about to have Leningrad, but that line is very thin. Come on, hold number. Come on, guys, you can do this. Okay. Okay, game paused. What happened? Nothing? Weird. Oh wait, they've got 3 divisions again. Let's not attack. Finally. So let those divisions recover. Is Germany finally starting to push? No, Germany's losing ground still. Because even with a 25% boost, the Germans have been so badly nerfed that they can't win. It's really sad. It's really sad that the game designers thought that the Germans were so strong that they had to nerf them this badly. And granted, the Germans were tough, but I still saw them lose plenty of times. Let's not bother with that. Passive upgrades for artillery. No, 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 no. Don't you give up. Good. Okay, green. You did your job, now we need to get red done pushing forward so that they can stretch out without overextending. Take Ghent. Alright, we'll wait for green to spread out and then we'll move red out. Alright, cancel the attack. Cancel the attack. All 30 divisions over here. And your goal is the North Sea. See if we can't wrap up that flank. How close is Belgium? Damn, they're only 49% of the way there. Ugh, the Belgians are being stubborn. And Germany is again losing. It is kind of ridiculous how strong the Allies are. If I can kill that, it'll help a lot. Come on, guys. Ah, lovely. That's become a British territory instead of Belgian. Or, Holland. Holland? What? I don't even know what to call it. Doesn't matter. My production will continue. Good, we've reclaimed Essen. Jesus. 35 divisions right here. As long as my troops can hold, I'm fine. I don't care that they've got 35 divisions there, but damn. If I can scoot north and take Wilhelmshaven, all of these guys are cut off. And the closer I get to Wilhelmshaven, the crazier their scramble will be back. Come on, I just need Belgium out of the war. We'll knock out so many of these divisions. I mean, I know it won't knock out more than half because the English will continue to provide support, but without those half, we'll be in much better shape. Ah, damn it. I need these factories to be producing enough. How much are you worth, Lairden? £30 for Antwerp. So if I can get Antwerp, I can end it. Antwerp seems very unlikely at the moment. Alright, I'm going to stop giving orders to that. And I'm going to stop their advance. I need to wait long enough for my factories to catch up on production. So we're going to halt the advance. We're going to let the Allies bleed themselves out. Okay. Shit, they're pushing back. Well, that was the danger. My troops are tired, worn out, disorganized. It's time to stop pushing and let the Allies do the pushing. Let them bleed. If I had the guns, I could increase my number of troops. But I just don't have them. This is like that old story that you hear about the Russians, where their guys didn't all have guns. One guy would have a gun, one guy would have the bullets, one guy would be a spare. They would all charge together and keep trading gun until they got to the target. Well, that's what these Italians are doing. Is Belgium any closer? Nope, same point. They will capitulate when it is 10 or less, and currently it's 55. Yep, we're just going to wait. We're just going to have to hold our line. Alright, what can we do while we hold? Because throwing more troops in won't help. Especially since I am so incredibly short on weapons right now. That's really the problem, is that I just don't have the weapons. My troops lack equipment. So currently we just wait. We just wait and hope that our factories can catch up. Though at 82 a day, we're looking at, what, 400 days? And this is 23, so we're looking at another... is that 200 days? Yeah, 200 days there. Looking about 100 days here, 400 days here, 200 days here. Granted, we do have some extra production down here for guns, but all of our factories are damaged. Alright, the Allies have decided to cool down. We've managed to stalemate it, which is good if Germany can continue their push up this way. Yeah, I'm not sending a shit ton of cav against the Russians. That's just suicide. What I need to do is hold this line long enough for the Germans to win in Russia and then turn around. Wow. I am badly outnumbered in divisions. They have about 60. $26, 49. Yeah, I'm badly outnumbered in divisions. Now, quality isn't everything, or quantity isn't everything. Quality also matters. This is making my division less effective for the moment. My goal is to expand this out to be a 40 width. That's going to take time and a shit ton of guns that I don't have. On the bright side, with all of these troops here, I know that they aren't elsewhere. Oh good, my guys took care of that little Greek incursion. Japan is still doing okay. I would love to see them actually finish China. That'll bring them really into conflict down here. And I would love to see the Germans doing more than just dicking around. How many do you need? 69. You've got 72. Let's remove some areas of responsibility. 58. Let's pause this for a minute. Okay. That gives me another 7 divisions. Okay. So let's take these 21 divisions and let's put them up here on Russia's border. Because that will draw troops away from the German front. Just by having a threat, I will draw troops away from the German front. Alright, my guys are doing fine. I'm waiting for a moment of weakness. As soon as there's a moment of weakness on their front, I'm going in. Full bore. Well, Billy, I don't. Here, let me show you. I'm negative 39,000 guns. I'm negative 4,000 support equipment. I'm negative 5,000 trucks. Those are my extra factories. I'm negative 1,800 artillery, negative 4,000 tanks. I am nowhere near to producing enough stuff. It's just do what I can. It's one of the reasons why I stopped my assaults here. I almost bled myself out pushing the Belgians back. When I started today, the Belgians were down here. They had the Loire Valley, they had Centre, they had Centre Sud, they had Normandy, they had Pas-de-Calais, they had Champagne, and they had all of Belgium, and they were over here. So I pushed back, and I've managed to contain the assault, which is great. I'm very happy about that. But in the process, all of the progress that I had made on getting my weapons back up to snuff and getting my troops the equipment they need went out the window. And now they are pushing again. I'm going to have to attack just to draw off troops, or else I'm going to start losing territory, I think. Yeah. See here? They're about to fail. We'll push with red. Maybe that will distract them. And we'll throw in blue for good measure. If I can knock Belgium out of the war, which I've been saying for a while now, but if I can knock Belgium out of the war, that will get rid of some of the divisions here and reduce the resistance factor. So if I zoom out enough, you can see the Belgians have 44 divisions on this front. How Belgium is supplying 44 divisions is beyond me. I don't even know. I don't see how they have enough manpower. I don't see how they have enough equipment. Even if they're getting a ton of Lend-Lease, that ton of Lend-Lease should not be enough, especially with their lack of manpower. Ooh, so still fell. Good job, Germany. Okay, the Russians only have a few divisions down here. This could be suicide. But at this point, I need the Germans to be back in Germany. I need their help against this pocket. So I'm going to ask to join the Soviet War. If they say no, fine. If they say yes, we march. And the goal is not to hurt the Russians. The goal is to take as much territory as possible, as quickly as possible. With that in mind, I should cancel this order and send my guys this way. And then reroute them north. If I can get Stalingrad and take the southern section of Russia away from them, especially since this is the oil fields of the Caucasus, that's their primary oil resource. I cut that off. They're suffering resource problems just like I was. Oh look, more factories. Probably all red, but you know what? Red doesn't matter that much. We need the tanks. And yeah, I need the oil. But once I've gotten over here, I'll have the oil. Alright, I'm going to pull another 10 cav. That's in the north. It's going to leave my defenders thin in Africa, but it is what it is. I need the attack force. Are you guys still on the offensive? Yes, you are. Let's... Shit, I've lost a division. I lost a green division by being on the offensive. We need to stop. Who are you down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm short a tank division. Not that it matters over much at the moment. My goal here has to be... My goal right now has to be to knock the Russians out. If I can get the Russians out of this war, then I can get the Germans to pull troops back and end this. Good. Come on, guys. Hold. I've got a line across. Let's move. And the Russians still aren't sending defenses. Hopefully my troops... Yes, good. They're starting to move. Once they get out of the mountains, hopefully they'll start to move faster. It is cav. It's not the best choice, really. Most people will tell you that cavalry is useless in this game. My long-standing feeling has been cavalry can be very useful if you need a low-resource unit. So if you need a force that's going to be fighting in an area that isn't well supplied, cav can do the job. Okay, Red, you need to stop. Good, Nanjing fell. I'm trying to stop all of my offensives. I need those units to reorganize, strengthen up. Alright, I'm starting to run into resistance. My cav is charging tanks. That's right, Italian cav charging tanks. God, this is terrible. I should not have joined this war. But I'm drawing troops away from the German front, which is expanding faster. And if they can take Leningrad, it will be great. And if they can take Moscow. They're getting close. And with the Russians thinning out their border to deal with me, it's a good thing. As long as my troops over here can hold. Great to have more German support, but I'll take what I can get right now. And I may just have to give up some of that territory. Actually, let's prepare for that. I've got the factories. Let's just build some land forts. And then if I have to fall back, I fall back on those land forts and I'm safer, so to speak. Okay. You can no longer go crazy because I can't afford to lose divisions. But you can continue to attack. Oh, man. Africa is still firmly mine. The line's holding. It ain't pretty, but the line's holding. So we're just going to keep holding. So, one thing I could do, I could build forts here. The only downside to building forts here is that anytime they attack, the fort production goes away. Or it's frozen. Ooh, zoomed in too much. Troops are still advancing. Is my fleet all one thing still? I not. Oh, not. Okay. Split in half. You will have a new admiral. You will. You will base here. In Brittany. And you will go over there. I'm not going to try and challenge the British in the Channel. That would be suicide. That one tank division is still holding. On the other hand, Finland is falling back to the Finns as the Germans continue to push with Spanish support. You know what I could do? I could do that. Which drastically reduces my pain points. That will that will greatly help my line. Because all of those guns, all of those cannons, all those rifles that were in Africa doing nothing are now being shipped back to the line. If I can cut these guys off by punching through, I will. Alright, it looks like all those rifles actually did stabilize the line. The equipment has gotten to my troops, and my troops have stopped falling back. Leningrad has fallen, that is great news. Because the Soviet Union is at 68% towards capitulation. Moscow and Stalingrad guarantee a fall. And the Germans are right next to Moscow. If they can get troops there, it's over. No, go here. We want to surround these two divisions. Alright, if I can get over here, I cut off these two divisions and then kill them. The dead divisions are much more valuable to me. Good, line is stabilized. I'm almost caught up on artillery now. I'm catching up slowly on tanks. And I will soon be caught up on rifles. the fact that my cav is winning. Granted, it is a very thin Russian line. I am not fighting a heavy Russian defensive force, but very soon I might cut off and destroy 2 Russian divisions with cav. Okay, line is still holding. Though I think I've lost some ground here. Move forward so they can't cut us off, damn it. Come on. Troops are doing fine over there. Yeah, they've retaken Ghent, that's fine. Interestingly enough, ouch, we have more troops in the field. God, those losses. We're doing okay. Damn Belgium. Alright, the Germans, nice. They reclaimed a ton of Finland. The Finns are still holding. Now, if the Germans could just get Moscow. But they don't seem to have the troops for it. Japan! Japan has landed in Russia! Oh, Japan, you beautiful bastards. What the hell are you doing over here? Oh, well, you're doing great against the Chinese. Okay. But you're kind of stalemated here. So you've come to the other side of the world to fight your war. Alright, Japan. Whatever. Alright, let's kill these 2 divisions, and then we'll let these guys rest and reorganize. Eight days left. It'll probably say 8 days for the next 12 weeks. Alright, where are we at? Doing fine. Still holding. Still short on guns. We're down to 10 days for improved artillery. Once we've got the improved artillery, I'm going to strip 5 factories off of it, which will adjust the factories down here. But those 5 factories are going to dump right into this motorized. Now, once we get the motorized done, then we can start reinforcing the tanks. But we're doing okay. Our need for equipment is not as serious as it used to be. Our troops are dug in. Japan, come on, buddy. What are you doing? Marching on Moscow alone? Oh, I appreciate the effort from the Japanese, but really we need a more concerted effort. We'll hit here. You cut across. Good. You guys go here. You 5. I want you here. I want to try and cut this way. If I can cut up, we'll cross the river. Hopefully the computer will fill in behind me. And there are no ports down here, so if I get to the coast before they do, all of these divisions are cut off. It's fine. Let's get more of these divisions in place. I need you to move forward. No, not that way. Damn it. Stop that. Okay, don't attack there. Alright, Russia's doing well. The line is still stable over here. To make my life easier, I'm just going to put them all in the same group. Ah, silly controls, come on. There, and that line. Alright, come on guys, we got this. I need to get this done faster. Okay, those divisions are going to die, which will reduce the weight on my line. Now, if only I could do the same thing here. But I know for a fact that trying to paratroop behind this line is just going to be suicide. I also don't have the resources to produce a bunch of paratroops right now, so, you know. Yeah, no divisions in basic, I know, don't care. Okay, those two divisions are gone. These divisions are dying. Then this line will stabilize, and I'll be good. What do I want their objective to be? Blue's objective should be here. Red's objective should be here. Green's objective should be that. All right. If the Russians are going to back off of the line, I am going to push. Even if I really do need to just let my guys rearm and reorganize. Qualitative improvements to my Marines and my mountain divisions will allow me to cheaply, because there will be no production involved, improve my hitting power. So again, I'm flanking this line, and the Russians are giving up. And what I could do is pin them temporarily in place. Nope. The Russians solidified the line, so no point in attacking it. However, I no longer need to import oil. Thank you, Russia, for your oil fields. And that will help with my production a lot. because I need a lot of oil. Good, we're catching up on those. Alright, we'll take that down because we're caught up. We're almost caught up here. What I need to do is get medium tank production going. I don't have any medium tank need, though. So, we'll move that down, put that in place. And let's be smart about this. Alright, we're still building some bunkers. I don't know that I'm going to need them, especially if I can get my production where I want it. But we are building them. I don't think the Russians were prepared for 31 light cav divisions smashing into them. They just don't seem to know what to do about it. And people say that cav serves no purpose. I started the line here, and I've gotten to here with nothing but cav. And in the process, I've pulled enough troops off of the Russian border with Germany that the Germans have rebuilt all of Finland, because the Finns were back here. Actually, I think the Russians were almost to the coast, when the Germans hadn't even taken Leningrad when I started my attack. So the attack here has had a decided impact on the rest of the war. Now, if the Germans could just get Moscow, the Russians are close, I think. Yeah, Moscow might do it. They're at 77% of the way towards capitulation. They capitulate when they've got 45% or less, and they're at 57%. Moscow would be a huge hit to that. So would Stalingrad if I could get there. Because Stalingrad is 30 victory points, but I think Moscow is 100. No, 50. My troops are pushing. They're going to try for Stalingrad. You know what? No. Let's not push. I'll let them finish any attacks that are running, but I'm not going to push any harder. I need to make sure I get my resources in place. I need to be able to push back the Belgians. And the better I can prepare for this fight, the better off I'll be. I still love the numbers. 10 Belgian, 13 Holland. Hollander? What the hell is that name? 1 donated American versus 4 German, 16 Italian, and 1 Spanish. Up here you've got 44 Italian and 20 German. That's an attack, if I've ever seen one. There we go. Now look, all of those extra divisions shifted north. If I can push this back, I'm buying factories from the Germans. Look at this. This division is so badly... Its average strength is 12%. They've got huge divisions, but their divisions are not strong. And these guys just got cut off. Now these guys are strong. Those are the Brits. Those are the allies. The true allies. Dutch East Indies, 1 Malaya, 11 British, 1 Canadian, 1 another Malayan, 4 Australian, and another British. We'll let red go for a little while. Their strength is still pretty good. They still think they can win. And the Cav thinks they can win, so let's let them off the hook. Ooh, especially if they can link up with the Germans. That would be good. That would give me more supply line. Come on, push back here. See, I've caught them disorganized. That worked out well. If I can get Eindhoven and Ghent. Oh, guys. Let's go all out. It will distract them even more. We might have Belgium out of the war. Okay, we're still short on equipment, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. Nice. Nice. Why isn't Belgium... There we go. Belgium's capitulated. Now, if I zoom out, you'll notice there are no Belgian divisions left. Hell, the total number of divisions just dropped drastically. That war might be over very soon. My cav over here is still pushing. Hell, let's see what happens. Come on, guys. We can win this section of the war today. Well, we've got some British divisions here holding us up. Is there anything I can do to accelerate this? Is there anything I can do to... Yes, there is. What I can do is I can stretch this front, and I can stretch that. And then I can give him orders that way. Go. Nice! I don't know what happened, but somehow we timed that perfectly. Belgium is out. Holland is collapsing under the weight. They just don't have the strength to resist now. I cut off all of the Allied contingent over here. Now, if I could just finish the war in Russia. The troops are still advancing. I may just send troops to take Moscow. Go green, go! New anti-tank weapons for my infantry. Nope, we're not sacrificing troops that way. We'll just hold them in Wilhelmshaven. How does Amsterdam look? Not Amsterdam. Netherlands. Oh, Netherlands. Alright, how does the Netherlands look? 26% participation. They are 9% towards capitulation. That won't last too long. I'm almost halfway to Stalingrad. So we're going to cancel that order, and your current orders are there. Go take Stalingrad! If we get Stalingrad, that's it for the Russians. Now, for anybody who hasn't been watching me play this, and hello to everybody who's watching, I've been playing with a new mod that lets me control how the peace is settled. I did this because I got really frustrated with putting a ton of effort into winning a war and getting nothing. Germany would sit and bleed and bleed and bleed, and I'd come in and I'd win, and they'd take everything. And it's just irritating for me. I will, however, give Germany 98% of Russia. I will probably only take the Caucasus oil fields. And then half of Russia will go to Germany, half will go to Japan. And that will be it for Russia. God, I can't believe my cavalry winning. Moscow fell. Moscow fell. Oh, God damn it, Russia. 2%. 2 freaking percent. We just need like 2 cities. Oral could do it. Tula probably wouldn't. Kursk won't. Kharkov would. Alright, my people are just going to keep moving. We're just going to keep pushing for Stalingrad, and that'll be it. Oh, come on, take Amsterdam. That'll probably be it. They may still fight for The Hague, but I can't even see how much Amsterdam is worth. Come on, tell me the answer. Come on. Screw telling me the answer. Just win, damn it. Oh, they've got so many troops. They've got 1 reserve, though, and I have a ton more. I still have no idea how I'm going to get rid of these troops of Wilhelmshaven. The war is almost over there. That might be suicide. We'll go look in a minute and see how bad it is. The Hague is the new Dunkirk. But unlike the Germans, I am perfectly willing to drive it and blast them off the beaches. Come on. Come on. I need the Hague. Wow. Alright. Yeah, we're only back here. We've made some progress. The Russians still have no idea what to do with 31 cavalry divisions bearing down on them. They're just slightly faster than infantry, and they're not heavy divisions. I mean, look at this. Alright, I have to... Okay. Oh, come on, don't... Oh, the Soviet Union capitulated. Oh, that war is over. Now, the peace treaty hasn't happened yet because there are still... Mongolia and Tanatuva are still holding out. However, neither of them is going to be holding out for long. It will probably end here in a moment. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to start training more cav to replace the ones that I removed from my queue earlier. Nice, I'm producing medium tanks now. How many dockyards do I have? 2. That is gorgeous. Alright, let's kick off another line of light tanks until we can fill up the queue. Hello, I'm already at war with them. Jesus. Dumbasses. In case you hadn't noticed, I've been fighting your battles. Alright, so there it is. So here's what we do. We're going to pass a bunch until we've got all the points we want. I am going to give myself enough of Russia to connect my territories. So now the Black Sea is mine. Now Germany. Because I'm in charge of this, is going to get most of this. What I am going to do, though, is go give Finland some. So we'll come back to the Finns in a moment. Alright, I'm going to end the turn, and Finland. Enjoy the growth, Finland. Enjoy the growth. Now we will go to Japan. Really quickly, you're just going to gobble up a ton of territory for the Japanese. I'm not going to give them Mongolia, though. What I'm going to do with Mongolia is give it to the... No, I'm going to give that to Germany. So what I'm going to do is Manchukuo is going to get Mongolia. Japan is going to get that. Oh, did I accidentally give Mongolia to Mongolia? Well, that's okay. Germany, you will take everything that's left of the Soviets. And that's it. That's the end of that war. Oh, no, I gave it to Manchukuo, which is fine. Okay, so that's how Russia falls. And I like that peace option that I have, the mod that I have that lets me decide who's playing. yeah, that is one of Hitler's wettest dreams. Oh, I'm just happy that it's over because that means that my troops are freed up. You guys go back to defending Africa. Not that it's strictly necessary anymore. I really don't see the Brits being much of a threat to me in Africa. But you never know with those limey bastards. And I'm playing the Italians, so I'm being mean to the Brits because I'm playing the Italians. My uncle's actually English. Nice guy. Alright. Okay, I'm not going to defend the coastline. How much do I need? 52 divisions. So I'm not actually trying to defend the coastline. My intention is to prevent landings. And these guys are going to go in here. We've got 2 sets of 20 being produced, which will give me 71, which means I'll have plenty of divisions to garrison that whole area. Now we need to finish off the Low Countries, and if we can do that in the next 4 minutes, we will call it a night. I'm very happy with the amount of Italy that there is on the map right now. I would have liked to have conquered Spain and Portugal, but Spain is part of the Axis, and taking Portugal is just a nightmare. If I could declare war on the Portuguese through the Spanish, and then take this for myself. We will consider that. In the meantime, the Japanese are fighting the Chinese and doing well for all intents and purposes. And then we just need to finish up this. Oh, damn it, Germany, you lazy sods! Why do you keep letting them do this? And it's the Danes, of all people. Alright, we're just going to grab some armor and send it over to help. They've got Aussies. Damn it. This is just chaos. However, I did just cut off some more British divisions. If the Hague falls, it's over. Oh yeah, that's the medium tanks. Okay for now. I'll just ignore that. I'll ignore that. I don't need volunteers, Venezuela. I do appreciate that you want to help. Six more Allied divisions cut off. The Hague has fallen. That's the end of the war in Europe. Once my troops march in, that is. I mean, sure, they've got Wilhelmshaven, but we'll get troops over there. It'll be over. Okay, what is... The Netherlands has capitulated. Alright, all 30 of you there. The Germans have that under control. You guys. You need more divisions if you're going to hold that entire area. That's okay. You'll be a little bit thin on the ground, but it's not the end of the world. I was going to send you guys to Russia, but I don't need to go to Russia. Alright, we're going to roll you in, and now you have the divisions you need. Okay. Alright, so... at this point, I would... my stream ends at 9. It is 9. I'm going to continue for a few more minutes, see if I can't contain this BS. And if I can put this down, that's where we'll call it for the night. If not, and the British become more in trouble, then we'll call it there. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and have peace on the continent. I know what you guys were trying to do. You were trying to go back. Congratulations. Italian cavalry won the war in Russia. At least that's what I'm going to claim. Damn, those Brits. No, I don't have any air support over here. I should change that. And the air support's not enough. Okay. No, let's do this. You know what? Let's do this the smart way. Cancel orders. Fall back. So this may look crazy, but if I thin the line enough, they might pull out of Wilhelmshaven by attacking. And if they attack out, I can then swing in behind and cut off their supplies by taking it back. Now I've got the 30 divisions close by. They aren't far away by any means. And that means that I can easily finish what I'm starting here. Alright. Now if anybody who's watching is interested, I have a YouTube channel under the same name, and you can catch the first part of this playthrough on there. Seriously? I pull out? Ah! All I had to do was walk away, and the Brits decided it wasn't worth it anymore. Right, you guys go to Rome. Okay. Next time, we will have to finish dealing with the Far East. I need to kill the British Raj. To kill the British Raj, I need to kill Iran. To kill Iran, I need roads. Lots and lots of roads. And I have lots and lots of factories being built that I probably don't need. So let's get a nice solid road line set up back to Italy proper. And we'll provide a second road link along a different route. Alright, so now I've got a nice solid road leading straight back to Central Italy. So I should have no problems with supplying my troops. And it is solid. Nope, missed a spot. There we go. We don't need these bunkers anymore. What I do want is what I'm going to have to do. Bordeaux, max out. Alright. So Dunkirk, then over to. And then I need there. We'll do that one. And strangely enough, not here. These two. And I think there's another one in between. La Rochelle. So what I can do now, I can order my troops to guard the ports. And as long as the Allies can't get a port, they can't get a foothold. And they won't be able to get a port because all of the ports will be so heavily fortified that doing so will destroy whatever, trying to do so, will destroy whatever army makes the effort. So, we'll get those done, we'll get the roads done, we'll deal with Iran, then we'll deal with the British Raj. At some point, I'm going to have to deal with England directly, but that's not going to be today. So, this is where we're going to call it. We are set up to continue next week in a great position. The Allies are drastically weaker than normal. Italy is second largest country in the world, maybe. I mean, Japan's got large chunks of China and a huge section of Russia. This is mainly wasteland. Not that large sections of Africa aren't. So, you know. However, I am doing very well on resources. So, that's a plus. Now, if I have Portugal. Never mind. Portugal has a ton of tungsten. All I need is rubber and oil, but I'm doing okay on both at the moment. So, this is where we'll leave it for this week. I will be back again next week, same time, same day, and we will continue. Until then, good luck in your own wars and happy gaming.